Hello, everybody. Welcome back. Today we're going to be talking. It's kind of a follow-up video, sort of, to my Donald Trump video about the Epstein list and thingamajiggy. When Trump, was pretending the list wasn't real, going like, "Why are we still talking about it?" And like trying to blame the current, say the list was made up to hurt his image and to hurt his movement in 2024 and 2020, and in general hurt his brand in general. So there's a lot to talk about. We have he's a politician, Ro. I'm gonna fuck up his last name. I know it. Ro Khanna or something like that. I think that's how it's pronounced. Please, I'm sorry. He, all right. He is going to be making a push, legit in Congress and everything, to force the government to release the list, and that's kind of what we're gonna be talking about here today. So, first off, this is good. This is very good, and it's gonna be like voted upon later on. If it gets, I don't know how all that stuff works, but here's his post over on X. So why are the Epstein files still being hidden? Who are the rich and powerful? They're being protected. On Tuesday, he's introducing an amendment to vote demanding the full release of it, full release and everything, no redactions, no secrets, full list to the entire public. This is a good thing, okay? This is a great thing, actually, because this is what people want. This is just something we need to know, okay? This is something that has to be known to the public. And once again, Trump and his entire cabinet essentially are now playing the Uno reverse card. And once again, earlier on, they were kind of all in on releasing it. Now they're going like, "Oh, we're not doing it because it was made up by Obama." Yeah, really, Obama made it. Obama, Biden, Hillary Clinton, what? Freaking JFK make it? I honestly, like, it's just like, so, once again, here's another post. The public will see everyone who votes yes and no. So, this is going to be a huge thing, because, like, I saw someone make a joke in the comment section. We're going to see every single Republican vote no. And to be honest, I get the feeling a couple of them will say no because they know probably damn well that Donald or at least some of their favorite Republicans are on that list. So, listen, this is a great thing, okay, and it has to be done. I think. I don't know how the process of all this stuff works. I'm not sure how like it goes. So like whether it just goes into Congress or something, and or the House or whatever, they all vote on it. Democrats vote yes, Democrats vote no, Republicans vote yes or no. It's kind of a, how like they vote for certain things. So, yeah, this is essentially could be one of those moments. And if it is, that's good. And if anyone votes no, it's a little suspicious, to be honest. I'm just going to say that right there. Anyone who votes no is 100% a little suspicious. Just a little bit. Like, Republicans, I'm not saying all of them are on this list, but there's probably a couple of them on the list, and Democrats are definitely on this list too. Some of them, 100%. Overall, you just gotta wonder why hasn't it been released? Because remember, Trump was fully supporting the idea of like releasing it and showing it to some of his supporters, right? Some of his higher up supporters. And now all of a sudden he's like, "Oh, why are we still talking about this?" And don't give your attention to Epstein's list. Don't give your attention to this situation. We need to focus on kicking out all the immigrants. Dude, I saw this comment. Someone said like, he said like, this is very important, right? He was saying like it's very important to release the list. And then some guy replied to him saying like, "No, it's more important to kick out all the immigrants." Like, so you're telling me it is more important to kick out immigrants than it is to release a list of pedophiles and other horrible people. You're telling me you don't want that list of potentially your favorite Republican of all time being released to the public because you're afraid he might be on the list. And I'm not trying to say Trump is 100% on the list, but with how he's acting and with how some of the things are going, he might be. He might just be on that good old list. He might be on the top of that list. Epstein's favorite traveler or something, He might have a little star next to him saying like he's Epstein's little MVP or something. I just don't understand how, first off, how could anyone reject the idea of this list being made public? Why? Why would you say no, it doesn't need to be released to the public? Tell me one good reason why it shouldn't be released. And honestly, because once again, they're probably afraid, and doesn't just apply to Trump, this applies to a lot of people, politicians, businessmen, actors, anyone in power. This applies to all of them. This is not just mostly on Trump, okay? A lot of people are 100% on this list. Your favorite actor, maybe, or somebody, might be on this list. A businessman might be on this list. A big CEO of a company could be on this list. Anybody can be on. A lot of people can be on this list, and I'm just saying, with how Trump is acting, he might be on the list. I just feel like the way he's acting is just very suspicious. You know, from why are we still talking about it? And then his very, very long tangent over on Truth Social, going like, don't give your attention to this. Like, what? It's one of the biggest stories in America, and it still is one of the biggest stories. And you're telling us not to focus on it, not to worry about it. I just think that alone is a bit of a problem. It's a bit suspicious. And once again, I fully support Ro Khan's proposal to push the release for the list. To push it is like no redactions, okay? No redactions. Everybody will know who is voting yes and who is voting no. And this is a huge part. Who is going to be voting yes? The people who are voting yes obviously want the truth. The people who are voting no are probably afraid that either A, once again, one of their buddies is on that list, or hell, maybe even one of them is on that list. So, if this happens, I do look forward to seeing all of this unfold and really seeing who's voting yes and who's voting no. Because why else would they be trying to lie? Why else would they be trying to cover up something if it wasn't so bad? If Trump really wanted to tell the truth to the American people, because he made that little Superman post, or the White House, or whatever, his administration, and his supporters air up like, yeah, truth and justice the American way. We're not having any of that with Trump. We're not. There's not much truth. There isn't a whole lot of justice. We're not getting a whole lot of anything with that. I mean, honestly, I just don't get it, man. So once again, we will see who's voting yes and who's voting no if this actually happens. Once again, I fully support this movement from this politician guy. I just called him I'm sorry, Mr. Rowe or whatever. I fully support that movement to once again push the government to do this. This has to be done. People need to know the truth. We all want to know the truth. Who is on this list? Who isn't on the list? Why has it been hidden for so long? Why has Trump been stalling as of recently to release the damn list? So once again, release the list. Alright? That's all I gotta say, really, you know? It has to happen. People want it to happen. And who knows? Maybe Trump is kind of starting to get a little sweaty now that more people are starting to push for it, you know? Again, I'm not saying he's 100% on the list, but once again, his act is suspicious, in my opinion. It is very suspicious. That's why I literally titled my last video uploaded, Trump is sus. He is literally acting very suspicious. With like, it's not real, it was made up. He's on a whole tangent of just trying to cover something up, clearly. And it's probably because the name Donald Trump is on the top of that goddamn list. Maybe. I'm not saying 100% it is, but once again, where he's acting, he might as well be. So, I think that's going to wrap it up for today's video. Thank you guys for watching. I wasn't really going to make this video, but then I saw the post, so I'm like, oh, you know, I want to cover a video on this. So, thank you guys for watching. Let me know what you think down below in the comments. I'll see you guys in the next video, which Hot Takes Part 4, plus wish list for Halo Combat Evolved. And maybe something else. I don't know. But thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out.